Justin's a loser, always has been.
Our first demand is more welfare is needed. Second, we want an increase on our baby bonus checks.
All right, so I got a couple interesting clips for you on this final day of the election. Hope everyone was out to vote, or at least is going to today. Let's hope that Pierre Poilievre takes this one, and we can finally have a government with a little bit of common sense. Before we get into it, if you could, hit that like button. It helps get the video out, and please consider subscribing. I have a goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers this year, and everyone counts. So the first clip in this video is a Muslim woman here in Canada with a list of demands for the government.
Our first demand is more welfare is needed. Second, we want an increase on our baby bonus checks. Third, no more tax on products from India. 4, we want our husbands to stay home. 5, we want the right to hunt and fish without a permit. 6, private schools for our children.
More welfare, increase in baby bonus check, no more taxes, products from India. They want their husbands to stay home. This kind of sounds like the husbands may be putting them up to it, but it's quite a list of demands. And I'm just wondering, is anyone else insulted by this? Isn't it enough that they have the opportunity to start a life here? I really don't understand the entitlement. You know, when it's Canadians who have lived here their entire lives, paid insane amounts of taxes, and we don't even get treated 10% as well as these people do. And they want even more of a handout. It's really unbelievable that they would even that she would even post something like this. There's a pretty good one. Mark Carney's wife saying it out loud. The Canadian people are possibly voting for a man they basically know nothing about.
My name is Diana Fox Carney. And I'm so happy to be here in Mississauga to tell you more about someone that I know well and you've been getting to know over these past few weeks.
I don't know how anyone in the right mind could think that voting for Mark Carney is a good idea. Like she said, it's only been a few weeks, and there's been not one positive thing about this guy. It's the complete opposite. The man lies every chance he gets. He won't let us know his financial interests. He doesn't pay his taxes. And the list goes on and on. Now, here's a picture I found on X this morning of Carney. We all know that if this was Pierre Poilievre, I mean, there'd be riots in the streets. We all know what happened with Elon Musk. Now, here's a clip from the breakdown, and it might be a little bit extreme point of view at this point, but take a look.
There is no way that Canada can be saved. We have brought in so many immigrants, and we have diluted our values to such a high degree that we don't even know what the nation of Canada is anymore. Go to Brampton. Go to Surrey. Go to Edmonton and Calgary right now. You will not recognize the place that you are in. We're not bringing in the world's best and brightest, folks. We did. Under Stephen Harper, I worked in his government. We had very high standards for bringing people in, and we were bringing in great immigrants who were contributing to our economy. We are now bringing in people who cost the Canadian taxpayer an average of $3,500 a month, which is more than our elderly get from OAS and CPP combined on average. We are right now a hotel for the world's welfare cases. Our productivity has not gone up in the last decade. That means we've brought in 4 million people and see no increase in productivity. But it gets worse. We haven't seen any GDP growth. I think it's over the last 10 years, 0.97. When you account for things like inflation and immigration, we have seen a decrease in our quality of life over the last decade, and it's only going to get worse. So do I think Canada can be saved? Absolutely not. Not only do I not think that it can be saved, I think that if we try to save it, it will be just like, you know, those horrible, tragic stories where someone swims out to help their drowning friend and they both die together. It's time to leave. And if we don't get out now, then I suggest getting out, because you're not going to want to live in the place that this is going to be.
Like I said, it's an extreme point of view right now. Maybe a little bit early on this one. But if we keep going down the path that we're going, it's a high possibility that he will be 100% right. I recently came across a video online where the Liberals were talking about not even doing background checks on people that we're bringing into the country. They actually think that that is a good idea, just to raise the numbers, get as many people in as fast as you can. And that's only going to lead to a lot more problems. And finally, the Filipino Festival in Vancouver. It is absolutely horrible that this happened. Let's hope that there's a real harsh punishment for this guy. This person should never be able to see the light of day again.
Whole people are dead. More are injured after a driver plows through a street festival in the city's east side. Police say a 30-year-old man is in custody. Vancouver Mayor Ken Sim calls the incident horrific. Witnesses are in shock. A warning, though, viewers may find some of the footage disturbing.
There's never been something like this that has ever happened in our neighborhood. We live in a peaceful city, and it's not right that something like this would happen.
The South Vancouver neighborhood was filled with people enjoying the Filipino-Canadian community's Lapu-Lapu Festival. Video posted on social media shows victims and debris strewn across a long stretch of road lined with food trucks.
It was a lone male in his 30s, drove through. The suspect was known to police in certain circumstances.
So he's known to police. We don't have all the info on this one yet, but it sounds like catch and release of criminals. I heard that mental illness played a part in this, but still that really doesn't change anything. He obviously shouldn't have been out free in public.
Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre also expressing shock about the horrific news. He said his thoughts are with the Filipino community and all the victims targeted by this senseless attack. Poilievre also thanked first responders.
Minutes after NDP leader Jagmeet Singh left the site of the Lapu-Lapu Street Festival in Vancouver, a car rammed through a side street, killing several people and injuring others. The incident occurred just after 8 p.m. Witnesses tell CTV News that the driver was a young Asian male and that he was driving a black Audi.
I don't have the words to describe the pain that I'm feeling right now thinking about the lives that were lost. The Filipino community was we don't know the motives, we don't know any of the details, but ultimately this is something that targeted the Filipino community, and the Filipino community right now is reeling. There's kids there. There was kids there, there was families there. And I met they were so filled with joy, and to have an event celebrating the resilience, be struck with this horrific event. I don't have the words to describe the sorrow that I'm feeling right now, but I want the Filipino community to know we're standing with you. You do not grieve alone.
Singh said he had not spoken to police, but he called it a targeted incident against the Filipino community. After discussing with his team, Singh decided to continue with his campaign. He will visit Penticton on Sunday, but the tone of this campaign has changed.
This should have never happened, but it brings up an interesting point. The Liberals are so into taking the guns away from Canadians. They blame crime on the guns, but if you look into the crimes that are happening, the majority of them are not happening with guns. They're happening with things like knives. I've seen hammers. In this case, it's an SUV. Are they going to take these away too? We need a government that is tough on the criminals, and that isn't going to be the Liberals. It is, of course, going to be the Conservatives. Pierre Poilievre already has a plan. That's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.